know, because you have another, you know, and this ain't, you know, I rock with the Preacher Man podcast. Salute. Because people need to hear what you're giving into that.
And it's different as far as within that, but like it's authentically me. It's authentically, you know, pretty much my tangents that I do instead of writing long Facebook posts. I do, you know, the Preacher Man podcast. Yeah. So,
and I would say the difference between us is that we both are apt to teach. Yeah. I think but you know what you're called to do. Your calling requires that you do certain things. Like I said, I feel my area is more so in the vein of counseling, being an elder, life, like that area. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Call me, I'm pulling up.
Right. Yeah, I'm that area as opposed to being in front of the pulpit, because I got a lot of, you know, our boy Slick Willie. I got a lot of get the hell out of my office in me. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I thought I was supposed to go in one direction, but I realized no. I've given you this knowledge and this information and the ability, the skill, because I need you to be in position, because it's going to be other people that they can pull from you, but I don't necessarily need you to be your temperament and your demeanor and everything. Everybody's not going to be able to handle it if you were in that position.
Right.
You know, so
that's true.
But yes, I read this one because, you know, I don't want to alienate none of your listeners on the Preacher Man podcast. And this is why I feel this way, because I know, like, we've gotten some questions about certain things, but this is where I am. Right. So this is why I can do it. Right. It says, don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
When you don't care or react to the BS, people get scared. They realize they have no control over your emotions.
That's.
Do you agree?
I would agree. You know what I'm saying? For the simple fact of, you know, in the vein, especially that I'm in, like I said, I'm HBCU. I went to TSU. I'm more conservative in my mindset and in my really political views, and so you really just you just don't need to care. You need to set, you know what I'm saying, your tent or your umbrella on the side and kind of stay there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because that can really, because with everything we're going through now, we're into agendas, trends, to where you're going with the wave. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not really standing on nothing, but you're standing, okay, that's in now, so let me do this. You know what I'm saying? When you kind of, to me, when they say you don't give a F, you're pretty much standing on what you believe in. Pretty much standing on what you are, you know, really convicted in, or you have discernment in. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm with it.
I mean, and it's like Ephesians 4:14. You know what I'm saying? Where you talked about how people going with the waves, where basically it's just people that are tossed to and fro.
Yep.
You know, by every doctrine or every trend or every this person said it, and you know, if they said it, you know, then it must be. No, it's like you don't stand on any solid foundation yourself.
Yep.
And so anytime something is popping or it's hot, you know what I'm saying, or that's the new lick, like, that's where you're going. Like, no, what do you believe and why do you believe it? Can you go 7 different levels on why you believe what you believe, and do any of them have to do with because of what such and such said?
Right. Exactly.
And most people, when they ask or you say, why do you feel or believe the way you believe, it's always because of what somebody else said or what I heard or what I was. No. What do you know?
Because it sounds reasonable.
You see what I'm saying? No, for me, and so anytime I can go 7 levels or something, it's because that's what I believe. It's what I've studied. It's what I've researched. It's what I've learned. It's what I've experienced. And so that's why, in terms of being myself, and in the words of how you put it, I had to learn to stop giving a fuck, because I was trying to change for people, and then it was like, so I'm changing to make you more comfortable, but then you still dump on me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going back to it. And I'm not shading nobody who was around when, you know, the Unity days and everything like that. Right. But like, I was the guy that, like, they would always invite my brother to stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then like, oh, well, we thought you was doing this or you had it. No, like, but I'm still y'all guy. But because I was so, you know, I guess I don't want to say solid, but I was so serious about the way I was walking. People thought like, oh, if we invite Shay, he gonna kill the party, he gonna kill the vibe, he gonna kill the joy.
He gonna judge me.
You gonna judge me, right? Which I wouldn't. You know, like I don't do certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? But like that's what you want to do, whatever. But I didn't get it. And then so when it's like, okay, well let me fit in and relax, and you know what I'm saying? It's like I still wasn't getting invited. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be funny, but it's like, no, now if we gonna turn up, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can't kick it with me. Cause it's too much.
Right.
It's like, oh, you didn't know? Like, no, I get epic. Like, no, like when we used to walk in and people like, all them ragners in the building, like,
everybody to go in.
You see what I'm saying? But like y'all get into it. But here I am trying to fit in and walk. You know, do this what I think I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah. And
I get crapped on. Then I try to change it. I still get crapped on. This is like, you know what? I'm gonna be myself.
Yeah.
What I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, I'm just gonna be that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not true to yourself, you like forget everybody. Be true to you. You know what I'm saying? And one thing, and we talk about, and this ain't no butt kiss or nothing, but like even went to the point when we disagree, you're gonna always be you.
Yeah.
And that's why we have the love and respect for each other that we do, because you know I'm gonna always be me. And there's been some times I had to tell you, like, you know, what he said, Men's Society. I bought the beer. You know you fucked up, don't you? You know that, don't you? Like, it's sometimes I had to tell you that, and you was just like, man, you know what, like, yeah. But it's sometimes you told me like, and then you say it differently. Like it's just so nonchalant. Like it's all, and as smart as I am, like you know, like it's like you just make a nigga feel stupid. Like, no, you shouldn't have did that, bro. That's stupid. And you just act like you just say it and don't. I'm like, man, you calling me stupid, bro? Like, but you say it and you done walked across the room. Like, no, come back. We still there. Like you done walked out. Like, but. Yeah. You're gonna always be you, and one thing that I love about you is, especially even as we've gotten older, like it was a time when we could be swayed when somebody would question something, and then we like, oh, maybe we need to change this because this person asked about it, and like now, like we laugh about this stuff,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and then even so much so to the point, like, man, nah, man, you better back up off JB.
Yeah,
that's real and authentic.
Yeah.
Even to the point where you like, nah, man, Shay that's a genuine dude.
Right. And we came over the other day, we were talking about, you know, somebody was asking me about, you know, even you cussing on the, you know, podcast, whatever like that or whatever and stuff. Like, you know, my thing is, you know, Roche is a grown man. Like he's, you know, if I felt, like he said, if I felt a certain way about it.
With almost a grown child.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't want to be yet, but if she just decided she was going to have, like, I ain't ready to be.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, I mean, even the other one, like, both of them almost were, like.
Right. Yeah. And so.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't.
Everybody is them. And so, I learned this from our boy. Kay. Keenan. Like, when I was, you know what I'm saying, out.
Not Kayzo.
Yeah, when I was out doing my, and you know him, virgin till he got married, never didn't curse, didn't do hardly, didn't drink.
Man, this man drank an old dudes talking about I drink. No. Old dudes have 0% alcohol in it.
Zero. That don't count, my guy. That don't count. So.
And I mean, he was hyped, like he was excited, like, oh man, yeah, I got me. We turning up. Is that an old dude? Like, nigga, what is you? Man, you hating, bro. No, I'm not. It's like don't give me that.
But that was him, and so even looking back on it now, he never conformed. When he hung out with me, hung out with you years back, I would be smoking weed in front of him, be like, bro, you want some of this?
He's like, nah, I'm straight.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he stayed true to him. He never
judged anybody because you.
Perfect.
And this was the thing we say, I'm not gonna judge you because you seeing differently than me.
Yeah. Yep. And he never did that, and so, and that really taught me, you know, even how to love, how to love today, because it's like you can't impose what you would do or your standard on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they gotta walk out their own salvation. You know what I'm saying? Even if they are a believer or not a believer, like they gotta walk out their own salvation to where, you know, you can do this or do that or say this and, you know, make them feel bad or try to convict them.
Right.
But if they got Holy Spirit in them, regardless, that's what that's meant for. Not me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
and I think too, when he's saying don't give a fuck, what he's saying is that you cannot allow yourself to be manipulated by people to where they can control you, because they know if they can get emotional, they'll get you emotional and you respond to their emotions.
Right.
It doesn't mean that you don't care about people or that you become cold or callous or insensitive. What he's saying is that you cannot allow yourself to be affected by what other people's vision of you is, or how they want you to act or think or move or dress or talk or whatever. Whatever your mindset is and who you are, do that and be that, and everybody else can kiss your tail and keep it moving.
Thanks.
Keep it presidential.